Man, oh man, have we got a lot to talk about for this season finale of Star Wars Rebels. So this is the episode we've all been waiting for. This is what Dave Filoni called the Empire Strikes Back of Rebels, whereas the first one was like New Hope, where everyone was like, yeah, we can beat the evil. This one's like, oh no, you just sucker punch the evil. The evil knows how to fight dirty. So, yeah, I've got a lot to talk about, and let's jump right into it. So, yeah, we have Ahsoka, Kanan, and Ezra, and Chopper going to Malachor, which I guess they're saying that Malachor 5 is what happened with Revan. So we do get some minor, I feel like we got some minor hints with Revan here and there, and even Traya, and even Darth Traya, his master, in some cases. But yeah, I'm still disappointed. I'm still waiting on my Revan. But anyway. So we get a new Inquisitor, who, by the way, he uses his lightsaber as a helicopter. When I first saw that, I was like, my saber copter goes schwa 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 schwa. Oh man! So real quick, when Ezra meets Maul for the first time, that's a great entrance because it's so. And I like the whole thing between Maul and Ezra at the start, where it feels a lot like. It's a Sith version of when Luke met Yoda in Empire, and I thought that was a cool way to do it. And even some of the things that Maul says is like a twisted Sith version of Yoda's Jedi teachings, and I thought that was so cool. Also, props to Sam Witwer, real quick, the voice actor for Maul and even the Emperor in Rebels and Force Unleashed. Sam Witwer, and of course we know him best as Starkiller. But yeah, props to Sam Witwer for his voice acting for Maul. His performance for Maul is not like he's trying to do the big boisterous and loud Maul. This is a more broken, this is a more weathered Maul, and I really like how he went about it, because Sam Witwer's still pretty young for his age, and he's managed to give us this very aged, very weathered, and very downtrodden type Maul, and I thought that was such a great voice acting performance. So hats off to you, Sam Witwer, for giving such a great performance between them. I even like the scene between Maul and Ezra when they're entering the temple and they got to do the tests. And it makes sense that a Sith temple would be guarded like that because it would take two, because no more, no less, the whole rule of two thing but here's the weird thing, actually, real quick, here's the weird thing. Sith temples weren't exactly created for a rule of two. They weren't exactly created for that. They were the temples were Old Republics type stuff. So why the hell would they have now that I think about it, the Bane Law kind of did away with a lot of the old Sith. It had some Sith traditions, but building temples wasn't one of them. So I suddenly thought to myself, why would a temple need two people to enter a temple? Why would two people need to enter this temple when the rule of two kind of got rid of that? I suddenly just thought of that just now, is that why would there be a need for the rule of two when these temples were created long before the rule of two was instated? This thing was probably built in the era of Nihilus and Revan, or if not longer, even before that. So why would there be a a master and apprentice way to open the doors? Now that I just thought about it, it's a bit of a plot hole right there. But anyway, if I keep thinking about it, the more I'm going to not like that idea, so let's move on. You know what, actually, before I go any further, I'm about to go into, major spoiler territory. So, what I've talked about before, I haven't spoiled enough as it is. But, yeah, this is where I get into some major spoiler territory, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then now's your chance to back out now. So I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. Okay, I'm guessing if you're still here you want to be spoiled, so yeah. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room. We got some character deaths in here. Yeah. What we have is the deaths of the fifth brother and the seventh sister, which I could care less. They were just, cronies. They were literally just cronies for someone to smash. But come on, let's face it, seeing Maul again with the saber staff, I'm like, it just feels right, you know? I mean, the dark saber was cool, but come on, guys, we know Maul best for the saber staff, and it was just kind of odd. We even get a brief, when he fights Ahsoka, yeah, of course, Maul's evil, what the fuck. And when he fights Ahsoka, we get a brief moment of Duel of the Fates, and I was like, it's cool, why don't we get more of that? But yeah, what else did I want to say about this? The deaths of the fifth brother and seventh sister are, they're sudden. They are very sudden, and Maul takes them both out. But the thing is that, you know, they were just characters there to be killed. It's kind of like with the Grand Inquisitor, where he was just this villain. We didn't get much backstory with him, and isn't the whole point... Even the new Inquisitor gets wiped out. He falls to his death, and I'm kind of here sitting like, okay, the Inquisitors I never really cared much about, but I would have liked to see more backstory with them, rather than just be villains, I guess. I'd like to see more to them, but whatever. I guess their toy line's now officially done. We got Maul back, so whatever. Also, another thing regarding Maul and Ezra. I know it was cool to see Maul and Ezra hang out and be all buddy-buddy, but yeah, when Maul this is Darth Maul, former Sith Lord, and I doubt he wants to be friends. So, yeah, when Ezra's being far too trusting because he saved his life twice, I'd have still been like, yeah, I still can't trust you. So, yeah, I'm surprised Maul, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, I'm just, like, kind of here sitting like, oh, Maul betrayed you, Ezra? When the big scene happened. Also, we got Nika Futterman back, not as Ventress, but as the voice of the Holocron, which apparently someone's made it like a fan theory that that's the voice of Darth Traya, which I'm sitting here like, really? That's Traya. That's supposed to be Traya. Whatever. It's not like we could get the original voice actress back. Oh, wait, we can? So I guess that was just Filoni being like, Nika Futterman, you want a voice role? Come here, let you be the Holocron. No, they'll all just think it's Darth Traya. Come on, you crazy girl, you. I feel like that's literally Dave Filoni's thought process. I have this love, as you can tell, I have this love-hate thing with him. Because sometimes it's like he has a lot of heart for Star Wars, and other times it just feels like he's just writing Star Wars fan fiction and half-assing as we go along. And yes, Maul was still alive by the end of this. And also, can I pose a question here? Can I pose, like, a question real quick? The Inquisitors just got there. Even when Captain Rex at the beginning of this said, at the beginning of this episode, he said to Ahsoka, I can be there in 2 rotations. And I'm guessing that's 2 days, if I got my Star Wars geometry, my Star Wars stuff right. So either the Inquisitors and Vader were already there, because Vader got there pretty quick, too. Or they were just hyperspacing it all around, I don't know, or maybe there's a Snapchat here in Star Wars, I don't know. Anyway. So Vader comes in, and we get the Ahsoka-Vader fight that we all wanted, and it's awesome. It really is. I'm glad they didn't disappoint on that. But yeah, let's talk about another thing that happened. Maul blinds Kanan. So now he's become Ram Koda from Force Unleashed. How he even holds the lightsaber. Kanan holds the lightsaber in the form of Starkiller Shi'an style to fight Maul when he's blinded. It even plays out exactly how Starkiller blinds Koda in Force Unleashed. It plays out exactly like that. So either Filoni was playing some Force Unleashed before this got out, when he was writing this episode. No, I don't think he wrote this episode. I think he was just producing it. Either way, I'm pretty sure someone was doing a lot of Force Unleashed game playing and then being like, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? Yeah, but getting back to Vader and Ahsoka, that was a very intense moment. I wish there was more to it, and also I kind of wanted to slap Ezra because during this big emotional moment between Vader and Ahsoka, her encountering her master once more as this Dark Lord of the Sith, and all he says is, "I need more training." It's just like he just throws off the whole situation, and it just kind of took me out of the whole thing to begin with. So I was kind of sitting there like, really? Come on, dude. What the fuck? And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was cool to see Vader again, and, you know, even though he pretty much plays out like a final boss in a video game. Also, I'm going to throw some fan theory to you. The temple turns out to be a station, right? It turns out to be a station, and in there, and in that station, it has the power. The holocron can be used to as a weapon to destroy all life, basically planets. So here's my theory. That is going to, the holocron and the power inside of it is going to be used to help generate power to the Death Star. That's what I'm betting. That's why I think Vader was there in the first place, was because the Emperor sent him to this to try to find, not only hunt down Maul, but to find this thing to power the Death Star. It's going to be used as the power generator, not the power generator, like the firing mechanism or something to use to fire the beam. That's what I think it's going to be. Or they're going to try to reverse engineer the crystal and the temple to help them along with the Death Star. Because the last time we saw it at the end of Revenge of the Sith, it was still in construction. It's probably like 50% done by now in this point in time in its history. So that might be the case. What else was there with the so that's what I think, is that I think it has something to do with the Death Star, that holocron. So at the end of the episode, we have Vader still alive, no duh. We have Ahsoka possibly still alive because we saw like a glimpse of her going back into the temple after, you know, staying behind. We have Kanan blinded, and now Ezra tapping more into the dark side. You saw him like focusing all of his power into the holocron, and then for a brief second you see his eyes flash yellow. Also, Maul's still out there, because I guess Filoni wants to keep dragging this out. Look, I love Maul. I think Maul's a cool character. He's in my top 10 favorite Sith Lords. He's like number 8. But, you know, I think we've kept Maul around long enough. You know, I think his story, next time we see him, it better be Maul versus Vader and Vader taking him out. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. Same with Ahsoka. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Ahsoka again. But yeah, now we gotta wait for Season 3, which will contain, I'm wondering how that's going to go down, because now Ezra's tapping more and more into the dark side. Kanan's probably, you know, his connection to the Force may still be relevant, but I'm pretty sure it's been damaged. And the team's kind of shifted, and I'm pretty sure Rex is going to be pissed off at everybody for losing Ahsoka. Also, can I just say something I didn't get to say throughout the episodes of this season, because I decided not to do episode reviews for this show? Can I just say that Filoni and everyone behind this really threw on the Rex-Soka ship, like especially in this this episode, and especially when she came back, when her and Rex were reunited. I was pretty much like, yeah, you guys are really hammering on that ship now, aren't you? Or you're trying to make something, I don't know. Yeah. So, all in all, pretty good. I think, you know, the whole thing of everything changes is a little too overdramatic. Especially, we didn't see, you know, there was a clip in here of Ezra raising some giant monster from behind him. We didn't get that at all. So was that like a clip of Season 3? I don't know. What the hell was that? Or was that like a fake scene? I don't know. Anyway, so we got Maul back. Ahsoka dead or not dead? Maybe, for all we know, maybe Ahsoka lived and she's just hiding out in the temple or to heal. Maybe she's just badly damaged. Or that's her Force Ghost. You know, it could be her Force Ghost now. And yeah. So all in all, pretty good. There were a few things wrong with it here and there, but not bad. It was. I enjoyed this season finale. Would have liked some goddamn Revan, but let bygones be bygones. Anyway, So you guys tell me, what did you all think of the Star Wars Rebels Season 2 finale? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm really looking forward to what you guys have to say about this finale. Anyway, I'm out.